going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now 2nd and 9.
Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Big Lion! Hurt! Ready!
Singletary here running out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Smash! Cougar 19!
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Delson in motion. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Herbert back to the air. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Palmer going in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Herbert throwing again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. In motion right comes Allen. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Set. Hey, go Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 56 yards. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Ready?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Go!
Stroud out of the gun here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Rattler! 18 Rattler!
Now Stroud. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Loss of 9. Brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So with their backs practically backed up against the goal line, just why? Why did they do that?
I'm taking it from the other perspective because I have zero answer about why. How about if you're on defense and you realize they're going for it in this situation? That's just blatant disrespect for your team. And you're almost incredulous. You're like, what are they planning on doing here? What kind of crazy play should we expect to see? But there's no way they should pick that up here, and they didn't.
And now incredible field position. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Home tricks right.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Chargers 14, Texans nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Stroud off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Man open left side is Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready. Back all 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, check that. Street.
A give, Singletary, right side. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Noah Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Let's go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll give this to Singletary running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Street. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Street.
Singletary again. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
70 Lions. Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Stroud to throw it. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 14, Texans 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And we both know there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. In motion left comes Brown. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In motion right goes Allen. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. He's got room at the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen, the man in motion right. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Go.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and 6 from the 10. Williams, the man in motion left. Eckler, they run left side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Mustang 19. Go.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. In motion comes the tight end left.
Dragon 60. Hey, smash Bronco. Go check, go check.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Come on.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
19 Lions.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Warriors 70. Ready.
Now Stroud.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready, ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Fourth down. Here's Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. This out quickly to Williams. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On the option, here's Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Here we go.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Rig alert, rig alert.
Here's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Check.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud out of the gun here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Baylor tight.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
On second down, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
21.
Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.